Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. Today let's cut the pineapple and make it ready to eat. So how do we do that? Let's start cutting off the edges. So first we're gonna cut the top and bottom part. Make sure you cut the bottom part very straight so that it can stand on its own very easily when you are removing the edges. Now let's make it stand and start removing the edges by slightly slanting your knife through the sharp edge and moving it slowly down so that you get rid of all the spikes or the rough skin that you have on the pineapple. And if you leave some spikes on the pineapple, don't worry about that because we're gonna do more cleaning at a later stage and try to get rid of as much we can. I'm using this IKEA knife which is really sharp and very thin. Two cutting sheets. They are also very thin and easy to use. Alright, so we are almost done removing as much we can. I'm gonna clear some space for myself so that I can have a cleaner space to work on the next steps on the pineapple. So I'm just gonna throw this in the dustbin. Alright, so let's move on to the next step. So in this step, what you have to do is find these dots or spikes which are in a straight line so that you can use your knife very well. So just find these dots and make a cut on both sides of the line, but just make sure that you're doing a very deep cut and just moving your knife in a slanting way so that you get rid of the spikes and not much of pineapple from there. So that's what I've been doing, and I will try to find out as many dots, these spikes in which are aligned in one line so that I can use a knife well. So I'm gonna do that now for the entire pineapple, and wherever I see extra skin or spikes or something like that, so I'm gonna do that now for cleaning. And I also noticed that since I left the pineapple on the countertop for a week, so I think it has damaged some place. So but the whole pineapple is very juicy and it smells very delicious, but I'm gonna get rid of the part where it's gone bad. So I'll show you that as well in the later part. All right, so let's work on the damaged part now. So what I'm going to do is find the spot and make a square around it, and then again in that square do small squares, and then just slightly slant your knife. So once you finish removing all these small dots on the pineapple just the way we have been doing, you will be very proud of yourself because it looks like an art. So you can see now the lines and how it is forming shape. So you can literally go up and down and you can decide how the way it's want to be. So since it had a little bit of that remaining particles on it, so I'm just gonna wash it and wipe it off with the tissue paper. Voila, and it's done. It only took me around 10 to 12 minutes overall to complete this. So I'm now gonna cut slices of pineapple and save it in the fridge so that I can eat it over like next 2-3 days. Great. So now that you have your slices ready, I am also planning to make a pineapple upside down cake. So I'm going to use 4 slices out of this for the cake and few slices for making a juice so that I can put it in the cake. So take 1 slice and again take a small knife and make a square in the center so that you can get rid of that thick stalk in the between, and you can also use this slice for baking. So now all our slices are in different shapes, but for baking you need uh, all your 4 slices to be in one shape so that it looks pretty. So what you have to do is you have to take 1 slice, make that square at in the center, and then cut the edges off, give it a nice shape, and then use that good looking slice as a stencil to cut the other 3 slices. Once you have all your 4 slices ready, just put it in your baking pan and you're ready to make a pineapple upside down cake.